What's up, tribe? So, before we get into our morning flow, I'd like to welcome you back to my channel. I am Ebonique, your hostess with the mostest, your trainer, your instructor with the bumper. No, but for real, tribe, I'm so happy that you're here. Welcome to my channel. I cannot wait to flow with you this morning. Before we get started, honey, you see the Finny? She is beautiful. The Finny is up on the website right now, prueapparel.com. Go check her out. This is an amazing piece, one of my favorite pieces that I've created so far. I love the print. As you can see, it's that mudcloth African Ankara print. Super fitting. It looks great on the body. It will support you throughout your workout. And once you sweat, these babies are not gonna go anywhere. Talking squat proof, jumping jacks, whatever you wanna do, this outfit will support you through your workout. Another thing about Prue Apparel is we do not play with Mama Earth. So this set is sustainable, eco-friendly, made from recycled materials because at the end of the day, we only have one planet. We might as well start taking care of her better. You know what I'm saying? So you know the vibes, you know the energy. You're here, you're doing this for you. Welcome back. Cannot wait to flow with you. Let's get it. All right, tribe, make your way to your mat and settle in here in child's pose. Bringing your toes together, your big toes together, pressing your hips back and really stretching those arms forward. Breathing in here, inhaling and exhaling, grounding into that mat, letting all tension release. Congratulating yourself for practicing today. You can maybe shake your head, yes and no, begin to move your neck. Find some flexibility, find some movement. Breathing in and exhaling out. Stretching your fingers out wide. Pressing those hips back. Begin connecting with your breath. Bring your arms behind you for an additional stretch throughout your spine. Do what feels comfortable in your body. If this does not feel too comfortable, you can bring your hands back to the front. Breathing, inhaling and exhaling. Bring your hands forward for this additional stretch here. Really stretch through those hips. Coming up to a tabletop, spreading your knees hip width distance, aligning your arms in front of your knees. Inhaling, dropping that pelvis. Exhaling, tucking that pelvis in. Inhaling for the cow. Exhaling for cat. I really like to move however is comfortable in my body. So if you want to shake your hips right to left, move your shoulders, drop your head. Really start waking the body up. Inhaling and exhaling. You can flex your toes up for an additional stretch throughout your hamstrings. Press back. Get that hip stretch. Inhaling and exhaling. Now for a wrist stretch here. Go ahead and reverse your palms. Point your fingers towards your hips and move forward and backwards. Really getting that stretch throughout your wrist and your forearms. Move in a circle. This will help bring flexibility to your wrist. If you have a desk job where you're always typing, this stretch is wonderful for that. Flex your toes up and press back. Now we're going into our first downward dog, keeping our knees bended here. Drop your head, look towards your navel. Inhaling and exhaling. Keeping the constant connection with our breath. You can look up, stretch your legs to go into full downward dog. Really press through your shoulders, pressing through your arms. Keep that head looking in towards your navel. Breathing here. Again, finding some movement in my hips. As you see and you continue to flow with me, you'll notice that my movements are really fluid. Nothing to me is militant in our moves. You can find that flexibility and that fluidity how you see fit in your body. Walking our feet up towards our hands here, we're going to go into a fold, allowing your body to hang heavy, releasing all tension, kind of like a rag doll here. Breathing through any kind of tension you have in your back and in your hamstrings. You can even take a bend in the knee if this is a little too tight for you. Look in again towards your navel. Grab your arms opposite elbows and begin to kind of float left and right. Here I'm mentioning you can put that bend in your knee if that feels more comfortable for you. Do whatever is available. Really just swaying right to left here. Breathing in, exhaling out. Come all the way up for a full circle. Come back down to that hang. Inhaling and exhaling, opposite circle. Deep stretch into your side body there. Come back into a halfway lift here. Hands on your shins, looking out. Spine is straight, really getting that stretch in your back, and release it. Let yourself fall heavy. Inhaling again, halfway lifts, looking out. Exhaling, you can drop that. Inhale your arms up into a mountain. Really get that stretch, full body here. Breathing, inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, dive down to a bend. Let yourself hang here. Bringing your arms into prayer pose. We're coming up. We're going to inhale our arms out, stretch them out, and reach back up to mountain pose here. Inhale those arms up, stretch down, forward fold. Walk your hands out, jump or step back. We're going into our first chaturanga. Come down, inhaling. Really reach back. Make sure that your spine, if you feel any pressure here, to come out of this pose. We're going back into a quick right back into downward dog. Inhaling our right leg up. Get a stretch here. This stretch is going to work wonders for your hips. Rotate inside. And also you can switch positions and start to rotate your hip outward. Opening up your hips here, keeping your shoulders pointed to the front. Inhale that leg up. Readjust your feet so that you have grounding and balance. Coming up to our first position here. Reach your hands up. Keep your hips pointed towards the front of the room. Really find some stretch in that back leg. Reaching those arms up to the ceiling. Dropping your shoulders away from your ears. Inhaling and exhaling, keeping that bend in the front leg. Exhale, take a step back so that your feet are in line. Stretch your arms out opposite directions. Drop your shoulders from your ears. Look towards your front hand. Continue to have that deep stretch into your front leg. Inhaling here. Reach out with that front arm all the way over to the back. Feel free to take a bind if you like, taking that left arm and binding it around your back. Inhaling here, exhaling, keeping that bend. Exhale, cartwheel your arms to the floor, step back. Oh, excuse me, actually we're gonna stay in this high lunge, feeling that stretch. Bring your arms inside of your right foot. If you need to come down to a knee, you can do that as well. Remember, you're doing whatever is accessible for you. Stretching through that front leg, really opening up the hips here, breathing as well. We're going to drop our back leg down and we're going in for that side body twist. Right hand reaching the sky. Inhaling here and exhaling, keeping that stretch in our hips. Drop your arm down. Rise that back leg. Right leg will meet the back leg. High plank. If you need to, you can come to your knees for chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, push back momentarily to get that additional stretch. Right back into down dog. Inhaling, looking towards your navel. Move around a bit. Take that left leg up. Inhale to the ceiling. Drop that knee and begin rotating that hip inwards and outwards. Do what is available for you. If you need to drop down to a knee, you can do that as well. Rotate outward and inwardly, keeping your shoulders pointed to the front of the room, pressing out of your palms. One last open stretch here for the hips. Inhale that left leg up. If you need to, rearrange your legs to what feels better for you and ground into the mat. Inhaling, raise your feet, raise your hands up to the ceiling. Inhale here, breathing through that abdomen. Inhale. Exhale. Find a little deeper stretch. Step back and going into warrior two here. Inhale, look towards the front hand. Dropping those shoulders away from your ears, making sure that your hips are open to the front of the room. Focus on that front arm. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, bend your arm over to the back. Keep that bend in your front leg. Really stretch through that side body. Take the bind with your right arm if you'd like to. Inhale, cartwheel those hands to the ground. Exhale, bring those hands in front. They're right next to that front leg here, that front foot. Inhale, breathing, really keeping that stretch in your hips. Finding space in your body for what feels good. Again, you can drop that leg down if that feels better. Inhale and exhale. I'm grabbing a couple of blocks here just to show you other ways to do this stretch that will feel good in your body. So you can take your blocks. That allows for a deeper stretch, but also this will be a little bit, take the pressure off of certain areas if having your hands on the ground are a bit much. Now here I've gone ahead and come off the knee, just if that's accessible for you. Hands back down, and we're going into that side body twist on the opposite side. Again, you can drop your knee here if that feels better. Breathing, inhaling and exhaling. Step back, taking our chaturanga here. Inhale, look up, drop those shoulders away from the ear. Move in your body, what feels good to you. Exhale, pressing back into the child's pose. Breathing here. Finding space, pressing out of that child's pose right back into a down dog. Our right leg is coming up. Exhaling, we're actually going to bring our left leg around and we're going into this fold here. It's wide-legged fold. So point your toes in towards each other. Gonna be a little knock-kneed here. Nothing wrong with that. Palms flat on the mat in front of you. Walk your hands out, look towards your navel. You'll feel this stretch throughout your back and into your hips. Really breathe here. Inhaling and exhaling. I like to shake out my hips in this position. Shake what your mama gave you. Just to get looser in my joints, get more flexibility. Bring your hands back now through your legs for that deeper stretch. Breathing here. Inhaling and exhaling. Moving our head left to right. Walk your hands back in front of you and begin to walk your feet towards each other. Keeping your feet fist-width distance. Inhaling here for mountain. Exhaling, we're coming into our chair pose. Sit back into this pose. Bend your knees. You want to keep your core engaged and tuck your pelvis under. For those of you that got a little junk in the trunk, sometimes our pelvis will stick out. If you tuck that pelvis in towards your navel, that will help you in this position. Inhaling, sit deeper. Exhale, see if you can raise that chest away. Inhale, come up to a backward bend. Exhale, going into a fold here. Inhale, we're going back into chair, tucking that pelvis, raising up out of our hips. Rib cage off of your thighs. Inhale here, breathing. Inhale, reach up. All the way back, bend. If this feels uncomfortable for you, just go right into a fold here. Letting it all go. Shaking it out again here. Shake, 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 shake. Hey, feel good in your body, tribe. Let it go, shake it all out. Now, go ahead and find a seat on your mat here. Legs out in front of you. Raising those arms up, really reach out of your hips, out of your rib cage. Bend over. Flex those toes towards your shins. If that is uncomfortable, you can have your hands on your shins, on your knees, on your thighs, or reach for your feet. Again, whatever is accessible for you and what feels good in your body. You're not bound to any of these movements. This is all for what feels good in our own bodies. So stretch, stretch, stretch. You should be feeling this in your hamstrings, in your back, in your neck. Really find some grounding here. Breathe into those tension points. Exhaling, release the tension. Inhale your arms up. Inhale that leg over. We're going into another twist. Take your back hand to the center of your back. Rise your right arm. Reach for the ceiling. Twist over. For that nice side body twist. Really getting some flexibility in our spine here. Inhale, twist a little bit more. Exhale. Untwist. Inhale, reaching your hands up. Exhale, fold over. Continue to breathe here. Also, if you want a deeper stretch throughout those hamstrings, you can grab a block and you can pull towards the block. Reach for the block and pull yourself down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale that opposite leg over, placing our hand behind our spine, reaching up and twisting over. Twisting here. And as you inhale, you want to twist a little bit more, and exhale, fall into that twist. Create some space for yourself here. Breathing, inhaling and exhaling. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, fold over. Keep those toes flexed in towards your shins. Really reaching, creating more space. The goal is to reach the top of your head towards your feet. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, come up, going into a butterfly pose. This is great for the hips here. Inhale, roll those shoulders up and behind, letting them fall down your back. Breathing here, really getting some connection with our breath and body. A few more breaths here. Inhaling and exhaling. Release this fold. We're going to lie back onto our mats. Couple of more twists. Inhale, bring that left arm up. Twist your body over, keeping our arms out to the side. It's really going to help with your spine. You want to look towards the opposite arm. So we're looking here towards our left arm. Inhale, our right leg comes up. Exhaling, twisting it over, looking towards our right arm. Inhale, exhale, find that stretch in your lower back. We're going to begin with a nice massage for our organs here. So inhale that left leg towards your chest. That right leg will be stretching out. We're going to roll side to side, really massaging our organs on the left side here. Breathing, inhaling and exhaling. Inhale our left leg towards our body. Our right leg, We're massaging the organs on our right side. So inhaling and exhaling here. Inhale and exhale. Massaging our colon, our liver, our intestines. Now we're going to go in for a big bear hug. Bring both of those legs up towards your chest. Grab your arms, opposite arms, reaching for your elbows, and we're just rolling side to side here. This is a great stretch for the back, great stretch for the organs. Give yourself a big hug. Going into our happy baby here. Exhale, grab your big toes and roll side to side. I like to really just kind of go crazy in happy baby and do whatever feels good. Stretching out my legs left to right. Really getting through all those tension points, anything that feels tight. I'm breathing, I'm moving, I'm flowing. Really doing what feels good for me. If it looks crazy, it looks crazy. But does it feel good though? That's what matters. Still moving those legs side to side. I'm in love with hip openers, so really just getting that deep stretch, opening my hips. As you can see, I'm going to stretch in and out. Lastly, I'm going to reach up for my calves, laying my body on the mat, getting this deep hamstring stretch here. Bringing my legs down, going into Savasana. All right, you've done it. You did it. You've gotten your morning stretch in. Begin to just inhale and exhale here, letting everything go. Any problem, any worry, any tension, you're going to breathe it out because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Just let it all go. The only thing that matters is how we show up for ourselves in the world, how we show up for each other. Are we being good humans? Are we connecting with ourselves? Give yourself a big ol' hug. You've done it. You've completed today's morning flow. Before we close out, I'd just like to thank you so much for taking your time to flow with me this morning. I cannot wait to see you again back on the mat. And I hope that you have the best day ever. Be good to yourself and be good to others. You beautiful, beautiful